Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gaming by Geeks channel. My name is Adam and it's Sunday, that means it's OpenTTD day. And firstly, an apology, last episode, as I said, it was episode 12, it wasn't, it was 11. This is episode 12, I've just lost count already. And something I've noticed is that we are running out of time. So I am admitting defeat. There's no way I'm going to catch my competitors now. They are absolutely smashing it. They are earning so much more money, so much more quickly than I could ever do. It's ridiculous. So I'm never going to catch them. So I'm just going to focus on finishing these last, 10 years or so. It's 2040 now. I think the game ends at 2050. So I'm just going to focus now on just trying to get as much done as I can. So I had a little look around the map before I started recording and saw this nice easy farm to factory line. It was a nice straight line, nice and easy. Trains making a tiny bit of profit, but it's something. So I figured that'll do. That's a start. Next up though, I don't know what to do next. I feel like I want to do one last big thing before the game ends. So what could I do? Is the big question. Do I have, anything big that needs transporting, or do I have any nice, easy local industries that I can move stuff to and from without too much of a hassle? I could do another oil setup, but that's long and slow. To be honest, I don't even see any refinery. There's a refinery over there. What I could do is I could do a boat that delivers direct to this refinery. That could be good. It's not going to be massively profitable or anything, but let's see if I can get away with destroying the land, making a little channel. Site unsuitable. Maybe that. Maybe it needs just a bit more space. Yeah, that's no surprise. So I did too much and now these guys aren't going to allow me. But let's see if I can bribe them. Let's see. Bribe the local authority. Got up to poor. Yeah, there we go. So that accepts oil. So thank you, Tronberg, for taking a bribe there. Oops, let's get a ship. And this time it's just going to be oil delivered directly to the refinery. No messing about. No need for any I can't think of the word now. Any trains and transfers, anything like that. But then I've got to get rid of the goods that's going to be produced here. Now I don't have to. I could just not. So I guess all I've got to do is just find somewhere in here, somewhere not too far away, but not too close either, that can accept goods. Is that's an empty spot? Oh, there's a building there. There's some, I can't quite see. The invisible buildings aren't helping. What about there? Is that an empty spot? No, that's a building. In that case, I'll just do an inline one. I'll do it there. And obviously I'm going to need a depot. That can go there. Not sure why I just did that. I should have done it. That one. Perfect. Put down a depot. And let's make some goods vans. 2 would be plenty. Certainly to start off with. I don't even need, to be honest, to actually even activate them yet, because this boat, oh here it goes, so it hasn't even brought any oil here yet. So let's get them going. Let me turn buildings back on again. They will get in and activate goods here. Here comes the oil, and there's some goods. So that's a nice little easy one there for that. I'm really struggling with the words today. It's not helpful. I imagine the goods are going to start piling up, but I just want to make sure that my trucks here are actually making some form of profit, otherwise there's no point in them. Looks like they are going to, although road vehicle 18 is struggling a little bit, but are they making a profit? If they are, it's a very small one, isn't it? There we go. I think they're in the blue now. Yes, there we go. They are now in the blue. Okay, so they'll be all right. Let me perhaps make a couple more. Don't want to make too many because you don't want to have a queue anywhere. We've got a plane that's getting old here. So he's going. Wait, that's not where you're going at all. Weird. Let's make everyone feel sick by have this plane follow the screen, or the screen follow the plane even. Where is he going? Freeditch. It's obviously over this way somewhere, but Freeditch, we've got Tudfield, Freeditch, there it is. I'm surprised this vehicle's still going, this plane. This is quite an old one. This is the old Concorde design, which I don't think even exists anymore. So he's obviously been one of the last ones. That being said, look, there's another one that's just taken off there and gone off to wherever he's gone. So there's a couple of them knocking around. So let's swap you out for the Digger 1000. What should I do next? Freeditch really is a ridiculous place, isn't it? Look at it. I mean, it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 towns that have just merged to make one massive town. I think I went through this last time, didn't I? Yeah, that's it. It's Freeditch, Runwich. All of these are on there. So there's not much I can do about them. Not much I can do about Grossington either. I did look into this actually off camera after the last episode. I could upgrade this monorail line to a maglev, but apart from the fact the trains would be mildly faster and they'd be able to take, I think it worked out at 6 extra passengers and 4 bags of mail or something like that, so it wasn't really going to be worth it in the end. So I decided I'm just going to have to abandon Freeditch and Gressington. Treville, again, there's no space there, there's not much I can do. Brombury East, that's a new one on the list. Don't remember that being there last week. Alright, it's this one. It goes to Nantberg that for some reason has... Okay, I'm pretty certain last week that was a really, really poor, and I have no idea why. There was no reason for it to be, because there was continuous planes and trains here. There is one train. I'm sure I've got like a mail only train. Did I not have a mail only train? No, I just gave both trains a fair amount of mail capacity. I could technically create a bit of flexibility in these lines here and add an additional train that only takes mail. That would help both Brombury and Nantberg. But there could be some queues down this end. That's the only issue with that. But again, I can get the trains to use both platforms, and then the train that comes down this line here can share as well. Let's turn on transparent buildings. Let's sort out this plane while I'm here. So you will need to have some form of crossover point. Like that. I will do these at sort of regular intervals, but not too regular. So that way the trains can switch and dodge each other. Let's do another one down here. Like that. And I think that'll do for the moment. And then we'll do another one right here. So now both platforms at Nantberg are usable. So if the other train that comes along this line here from Tudfield Airport is not around, these other trains can make use of that platform. Let's build another train to go to Nantberg Airport. We'll tell it to go to Brombury East, and let's give it all the mail it could possibly want. Now, even though the airport train is in, that's fine. Oh no, failure. Now I've got to wait for that train to get out of the way. Okay, that's not so bad. It's not so bad, but that could cause a bit of a problem. We'll have to wait and see. We could end up with some trains getting stuck. Now this train will always stop, but I could have another train come down from up in Bronbury if the timing is wrong, and it could sit right here and block the line. So I may have to build some form of alternate route to get them out. I don't know if that's even going to be possible, because I'd have to add a third platform here. But we'll let it go. It may be that that just never happens, or they're smart enough not to get themselves in a tangle. But we'll see. We'll let that run and see what happens. Excuse me. Let's have a little look around, see what else we can do. Where was my new one that I did? That was up here. So make sure we haven't got anything sitting around waiting that it obviously can't handle. Oh, grain gone. Okay, good. So he's handling that. He's even got to wait a little bit, which is fine. As long as he's busy and he's still earning a profit. 40k. That looks like it's going to be a little bit more this year because it's November and he's already gone over what he did last year, so that's good. So we've got 8 game years left. That's not enough time to mess about with down here. I don't think these guys have too much. I mean, I could probably do with a male only train. Can I still build these? I can. That's good. Let's build a male only train. Let's actually, you know what, don't worry about that. I'll just say follow you. That should relieve things a little bit there. Also, what are the ratings here? The ratings are very good. So that's something I don't have to worry about. It means I've got enough trains. I could put more on and get that up to, you know, excellent or outstanding. But I'm not sure if that's particularly necessary. I would like to upgrade this to have this all maglev, but by the time I've got all the trains into depots, I've done all the upgrades, I've rebuilt all the trains, it's probably going to be end of the game because it's going to take a little while. And then I've got to do this one and this loop and this one and that one. It would be a little bit too much, I think, and it would end up not being worth it. I'm not sure why that road vehicle has got a problem. Speaking of problems, another thing I did off camera after last week's episode, I wanted to do more for Free Ditch here. I had to think about it and realised that I could easily put some form of car bus station. So again, if I transparent buildings, here is a bus station, and I've got some buses trying to alleviate the backlog. But all they're going to do is put the ratings up a little bit as well. So it's just not going to help necessarily. There's a little convoy here. It's not helpful. They're not supposed to do that, but sadly that's what happens. So yeah, this Free Ditch is a bit of a lost cause, sadly. The only other thing I thought about was by making this train station smaller, but a double platform. But I don't know if that's going to help. You can have more trains, but taking less, so it's probably going to work out about the same. So yeah, Free Ditch, bit of lost cause. Is there anything out there that is not passengers and mail that I should probably be looking into? I could probably do something here. Oh, here's another thing. I was quite busy off camera actually last week. I did another quick little upgrade of this train and this platform here, Rothwaite Springs, just to see if the additional speed, which is it, I think they have slightly more capacity, yeah, 288 over 225. So just curious to see if that would make any difference. The answer is no. But that being said, I could always upgrade that one and that one too. So I mean that's an option, and then they're all doing 288 rather than 225. That's an extra what, 100 a pop. It could be useful. Let's do that and see if that makes a difference. Let's get these trains out of the way. Let's delete them. And let's get upgrading to maglev. By the way, I did try. I know last week I mentioned about, can you upgrade depots whilst there's a train in it? It will upgrade the train as well. It doesn't. Which I think would be a really good feature if it was possible to add that feature. But then again, it could also be perhaps a little bit too sort of cheaty, I guess. Make it a bit too easy. Right, now the goods are going to have built up here because I've been busy messing about with trains. But hopefully they can clear the backlog down quite nicely. Okay, so got the extra train there. I did think about upgrading all of this lot, but again, I don't think it's necessarily going to be financially worth it. I don't feel it's necessarily going to help, but yeah, you never know. I may do something like that later if I have enough time. Again, once I've done it, it's probably going to be the game over. So is there anything else I can do for the goods here apart from that minor upgrade? I don't think there is, because I just don't have enough space. I can't have two trains running on this track because there's no space. I mean, ironically, this station actually accepts goods, so why can't it accept its own goods? But that would be stupid. That would make no sense. So what was the next non thing? What have we got up here? Lots of oil at Rothwaite Springs. Oi, that's a lot of oil. 1.8 million litres. I mean, I don't have an issue with oil down here, so I'm just gonna leave that. Oh, here we go. What did I say? I said it would happen. I caused that problem where there's 4 trains all facing each other. Now no one can go anywhere. The only way out, turn this bugger around, get him out of the way. That will then free up that train. There is a simple fix, which is just to remove this signal here. But not whilst there's trains in the way. Right, let's let them get out of the way. As he disappears, remove that signal. And so now the signals are here, 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 and these two. That hopefully now should mean that if there is, you know, head-to-head clash here, there will always be one spare track over here to allow one of the trains to escape. That's the plan. That's the theory behind it. That's something you've got to look out with signal mechanics. Yeah, you can quite easily get yourself a bit stuck, or as I very nearly did, cause an accident if you take out a signal whilst the train is in motion. It then won't stop and will just go straight through it and plough into something. Even with the AI running things, it can still happen. So yeah, going back to here, Rothwaite Springs, not fussed about. Rothwaite Springs docks has, in fact, it actually has an oil problem. These trains are not keeping up, or are they? Is it just bad timing, perhaps? It could just be a bit of bad timing. But again, not much I can do about that because it's not worth the upgrade necessarily, and wouldn't be financially worth it. Dundon West. This one should have tons actually. See what you go to Dundon West as well. So we go to Dundon Oilfield, Dundon West next, on his way back. Yep, so he's not going to be 100% full, so you can come here, pick up what's left at Dundon West, help shift some of that. That's another one sort of dealt with. Rothwaite Springs docks, again I can't do anything with. Now we're back here. This was the new one that I did earlier in this episode, and that's a lot. How are these guys doing? Are they? I mean, it's a profit. It's just not a lot of profit, is it? So I'll bang another couple of cars out, but I'm not gonna fuss too much about that. There's just a lot of oil knocking around. I've got a bunch of coal here. What's going on down here? Oh, is that just because the train is not there right now? Oh no, the train is filling up. So you get in there. We'll give you an extra car. And we'll see if you can clear some of that backlog. Looks like it's doing the job. Yes, it's going down. It might even, or almost took it all. It should take it all this next round. Yeah, there we go. That's that person dealt with. Any others that I can fix? Nice, quick, easy fixes? No, these are all. There's all nothing at these stations now. So what's the worst offender for oil? It's this guy here, Rothwaite Springs North. See, he's the one that I didn't want to do because Rothwaite Springs docks can't handle it. Oh, it's handling it. It's 1.8 million earlier. Now it's only 1.2. Oh, now it's gone up to 2.1. So yeah, that very much depends on the timing. So what should I do about this then? What should I do? Oh, sod it. Let's do the upgrade. Everyone, get back to the docks. Not the docks. The depots. Everyone to the depots. You, sir, to the depot. You know what, you can go. Deliver your oil. Then you can go to a depot. Right, let's see, is there any trains here moving now? No, there is not. Let's go and delete all these trains, which sounds so weird to say. Get the maglev. Oh, let's get upgrading. Boom. Let's get some trains going as quickly as possible. Let's start banging these trains out. Now I can just get them all going. It's not going to matter too much as to which platforms they're in, because they will start to spread themselves out. And there we go, let's speed that up so all the trains get out. Now, how many trains did I actually make? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can have, if you really want, you can have one less than double the platforms. If that makes sense. So here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms. So double it, that's 10. That means I can have 9 trains on this circuit, assuming that there are still, of course, 5 tracks. In this case there isn't, so I'm better off doing 4 times 2 minus 1, so I'm better off doing 7 trains maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I can do one more comfortably. And I shouldn't ever have the worry of there being any blockages, because there will always, in theory, be one track free somewhere, and it will always have a spare platform, because I've got more platforms than I have trains, so that's fine. So yeah, let's see. Oh god, that's 4 million now. Let's see if this actually makes a dent. And the numbers are coming down, but here come all the ships to unload all at the same time. It's holding it and it's cleared it. So that upgrade there was 100% worth it in the end. Well, I don't know if financially it was necessarily worth it, but we've got, it's what, 5 game years left to see if it makes a difference. Also, I really need to do something about these goods. What can I do about the goods here? I could do some goods vehicles. That's absolutely a thing. So I could put that there, for example. And I think you've got to find that sweet spot, haven't you, as to how far away do you put the station. There is a cargo payment rate table. Where's that gone? It's gone the way of my voice, isn't it? Cargo payment rates, there we go. So disable all, goods. So that does come down pretty quickly, but it seems to be more steep the further you go. So you do want to deliver it pretty quickly. See, it's not something you necessarily want to hang on to for too long. What makes sense to me, if I could put it just there. Obviously you need a depot. There's no obvious place for a depot, so I'll chuck it out there. Now these guys will just go in a loop, and hopefully won't be too much of a problem in terms of speed. Ching, 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 ching. Look at that. Just going around in a loop. The question is it going to be profitable? It's not looking good. Oh no, we are getting there. It's not going to be a particularly big moneymaker. Interesting that the second one I picked up has gone the opposite way. I'm not sure why that did that. Which stock? That's not my airport. Yeah, I mean, they're making profit. It's just literally in the tens of pounds. But you know, it's better than nothing. It's a bit of a dull way to end this dull episode, so sorry about that. But that's what happens at the end of the game when things start to wind down. So I imagine I've got maybe 2 more episodes left on this. If I'm lucky, it may even be the next episode is the last one on this particular one. Again, if you want to see anything specific in my next OpenTTD series, let me know. You know, maybe make it a challenge of some form, make it interesting. Hit me up in the comments with that stuff. But otherwise, all the usual things: subscribe, like, get the bell on so you don't miss episodes. And yeah, just a big thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.